Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. Doncic out there with Hachimura. Then it's Barrett and it's Poirier in at the 5 down low.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And there it is for him.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
So it's USA now after Luka Doncic's miss. Culver's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Bonga. And here's Barrett. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Fades. Rebounded by Jackson. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
So, Greg, the word that comes to mind when I think of R.J. Barrett, who we'll be seeing tonight, relentless.
Yeah, his attacking style really works for this kind of game. Great athlete, loves to compete. I know he's looking forward to making a statement here against his peers. And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
USA shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The free throw drops for Jackson. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Here's Hachimura. Passes it to Bonga. Here's Hachimura. Sinks the triple.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Bonga deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Doncic. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
And he uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Hachimura. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Poirier. He can't get it to go. So USA will take it the other way. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Frank Vogel. And Dave, what do you have to say?
We talked about his philosophy working with young players like will be in the game tonight. He said they have all the energy in the world. I'm just here to help them channel it in the right directions. The nice thing about this event is that it lets them know where they stand and what they need to improve upon. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Team World making a change here. Okobo's checked in. And that one misses. Here's Culver. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And there's no question he was going to be playing in this game, because as far as a first or second year player goes, he's about as impactful as any in the league.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's quickly become one of his team's most important players. For most guys, that can take years, but it's happened really fast for him.
Here's Doncic following the score by Jarrett Culver. Poirier, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
USA moving the ball around. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Here's a Kobo. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good defensive work there by Young. Culver passes to Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with DeAndre Ayton, he looks like he could end up as one of the top centers in the league.
I mean, he has all the tools you want from a modern center. Great size and wingspan, protects the paint well, very strong for his age, and has shown he can dominate.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
You know, so much light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And it's Team World with the ball. Following the bucket by USA. Trae Young is out there with Culver. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And so it's Young who brings it up for USA. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And for Team World, we've got Hachimura. He's out there with Doncic, and it's Barrett at the shooting guard. Here's Bonga. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Jackson.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for USA.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
So he gets them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Poirier. Up top, Doncic. And Barrett slams it in.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
For USA, they've been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Now we know just how exciting Trae Young can be as a player from his college days at Oklahoma. He can just take over games. We saw it many times last year.
I mean, just incredible range, and is not afraid to pull up from anywhere. The type of lead guard that can have an entire offense run through and around him. Much like another former Sooner in Hill, he gets compared to Curry in the way he plays and can take over with his shot.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Hachimura's got 5.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Team World trails by 13. Doncic passes to Hachimura. Softly drops in the floater. He has 7.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
And the lead is down inside single digits.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Hayton. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second-chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Here's Bunga. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Up it goes, and the USA lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Doncic. Doncic has gotten 4 of his 9 shots to go. USA moving the ball around. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
An impressive all-around player. Culver passes the ball well for a guy at that position.
Now Barrett passes it to Doncic. Here's Poirier. 6 on the shot clock. From the top of the key, up it goes, and the USA lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Doncic.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
USA leading by 9. Doncic comes with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's USA now. The 3. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Team World. Down by 12. Now, here's Barrett. He's covered closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Here's Bunga. Young with the steal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 23 points in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Team World trails by 13. And now the first timeout called here for Team World.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
A big group substitution here for Team World. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And it's U.S. Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
Culver out there with Trae Young. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Ayton. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Good on the second free throw. And rarely do you see a player like Doncic come in so polished, guys, at this age.
I mean, Doncic already looks like a 10-year vet. Very precise with every movement and decision he makes on the wing. Just a great knack for passing, plus that vision.
Team World on D. 8-point game. He gets it in there.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
On offense, here's Team World. Here's Bonga. Now the pass to Doncic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Doncic has got 17 now.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Doncic. 17 points in the game. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And here is Doncic, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And, Greg, these games typically free-flowing. That is to favor the talents of a guy like Jared Culver.
He has an incredible way of shifting gears. Helps him get by people, sift through traffic. Some defenses try to get physical with him, but we probably won't see that here tonight.
Here's Hachimura. 9 points in the game so far.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
From outside the arc. Rebound by Team World.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And the rejection by Jackson.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Second chance shot, Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Team World. Down by 12.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 27. And it's Team World with the ball. Bonga, the pass to Barrett. Here's Hachimura. Pass to Barrett. Here's Bonga. Pass to Hachimura. And the rejection by Jackson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Team World with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
It's deflected.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Doncic passes to Bonga. That one, no good. So USA will take it the other way. Young with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
And Team World calls time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And Team World making a change here. Barrett with the ball. 5 points in the game. Now USA with it. They're on a 12-3 run. USA working now with the new shot clock. Jackson misses.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, you know, it's clear that Doncic is very self-confident, knows he has what it takes to knock these shots down.
Shoots. Ayton trying to break free. Goes back up. And it's in there. Ayton's got 10 points in the game.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Akobo, the pass to Doncic. A three-pointer off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
The USA calls time here. And it's a completely new group for USA. Team World also making some changes. Doumbouya.
Substitution.
8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. With 1 on the clock. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. USA ahead, up 19. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. Tonight, none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So Team World's 5 right now. They've got Doumbouya, and it's Brokoff in at the small forward. To the inside. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Musa. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Passes it to Brokoff. To the paint. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. A nice shot by Poirier.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
Here's Musa. Six to shoot. Here's Brokoff. Shoots over Garland. Brokoff's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And USA with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Carter. Culver comes in for Jalen Brunson. Young is subbed in for Garland. Team World also making some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for Doumbouya. Luka Doncic comes in for Ryan Brokoff. And Barrett subbed in for Musa.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by USA. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Team World trails by 21. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The pass to Bonga. Jacks up a three. Team World with another miss. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Hachimura. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Ayton. USA leading by 21. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good from outside.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Bonga, defended by Young. Over to the wing. Barrett, wide open, he fires. Here's Poirier. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for USA.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
On the free throw, no good. And guys, what they say they like about Jaren Jackson is how good he is with either hand.
I mean, he goes left or right, can pull up going left or right effectively. Very crafty with how he finishes plays and has great activity with how he plays. I mean, he could end up being a fantastic big man.
Kept alive. A nice shot by Poirier. Poirier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The USA calls time here. For a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of the league.
Now, here's Barrett. And it goes down 2 points.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shooting for your USA. Number 35.
The first free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's Bonga. Right wing. Here's Poirier. He's covered by Ayton. Shot from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession. Now, here's Barrett, defended by Young. Pass to Poirier. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hachimura. And it falls over the rim and in.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Out to the right wing. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
3-pointer. Here's Ayton. Poirier grabs the miss.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
On the wing, and the basket by Jackson. And USA leads by 13.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
That free throw good from Doncic. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for USA. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And it's Ayton missing. Team World trails by 10. Here's Barrett. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within single digits.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both good. Minute 50 left in the fourth. And here is Doncic. And Barrett with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game. Goes up on the wing. And out of bounds as Team World gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Team World trails by 8. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
USA ball.
Here's Young. And that one's good, Ayton. And USA leads by 10.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Good on the first, and that brings them within single digits. All free throws good from Doncic. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Team World trails by 10. 1:03 left to play here in the fourth. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within single digits. 59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Doncic following the bucket by USA. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote. And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 33 points for Luka Doncic.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
To the middle. And out of bounds as Team World gains possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
The tray. No good there. So USA wins it.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg. This is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.
Hey, Kenny here, man. Great game. Nothing anyone could do to slow you down. When did you first start to feel that this was going to be your night?
You know what, Kenny? As a team, I knew we had a good game plan coming in. Personally, it wasn't until I saw the shot starting to fall. But these guys kept setting me up in a position where I could be successful. The level of camaraderie amongst this group, man, it's incredible, man. And I think that makes everyone better.
Yeah, great game. Continued success.